What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about, Stephen A. is going to talk about the good, the bad, and ugly in week 1 of the NFL. So see what they have to say about that.
What is the good from week 1?
The usual suspects are who we thought they were going to be. Between New England, Kansas City, Dallas, and New Orleans, right? And when you look at these teams, dynamo offenses, polarizing figures on their teams, franchises that are in good standing. And so I think the NFL, from that standpoint, week 1, started off on a great foot. You need to have more than one good team, right? I've watched you guys a million times talk about Golden State and how it sucks the air out of the NBA and what people thought. And the best thing was seeing Kawhi and Toronto being able to challenge the team, even with all of the injuries that took place. The fact that the NFL has maybe 5, because I could put the Eagles in there as well, but they didn't perform well throughout the first half. But the NFL legit has 5 teams on any given Sunday, if they meet up against each other, could win the Super Bowl.
So for me, I'm really happy that the Oakland Raiders won. I'm happy they won. Derek Carr had a good game. So I'm really happy for them. They're off to a good start, especially for all the drama that they've had with Antonio Brown and everything that goes along with that situation. So I'm really happy that Derek Carr was able to come on out, get a good solid win, and just start the season out, because you definitely want to start out on the right foot, because I think Derek Carr is pretty much playing for his job with Chucky. And the Dallas Cowboys, I'm happy the Dallas Cowboys won. I don't even really like the Dallas Cowboys, but I can respect, the talent level they have. I can respect a team that's stacked and has the ability to make it to the Super Bowl. So I'm really happy for them, and I'm happy for Dak Prescott that, he had a good game and he's living up to it. And it just makes it even more and more worse for Jerry Jones. Like, look, you better pay that man his money, because if he starts out 5-0, 6-0, he might want to say, look, we're 5-0, 6-0. Other quarterbacks keep signing higher contracts. I'm not going to play from here on out until you give me my money. And now it's going to be, I want $45 million a year. So it's going to be all fun and games if Dak Prescott says something like that. So I'm happy the Dallas Cowboys won and the Oakland Raiders won with Dak Prescott and Derek Carr. So let's continue.
The good was Lamar Jackson. I mean, I know it was against the Dolphins, but good Lord, 5 touchdowns, a 158 passer rating. I mean, I take back all the things I ever said about questioning whether or not he's, like a Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson who could translate on the next level, even though they haven't done it, or Baker hasn't done it consistently enough. But whoa, I did not take into account how young he was doing the things he did. The Ravens look like contenders and not pretenders with that guy. That was great.
With everything we said about Dak Prescott, the pressure that was on him, Ezekiel Elliott just getting back, knowing that he would have to win with his arm, he still went out there and threw 405 yards looking for a new contract. That stood out to me.
The Cowboys are the good for you?
No, the Dak Prescott is the good. We didn't go to
He's just on the Cowboys.
Stephen A. looks like, not today, bruh. Okay, not today. I've been up for the past 87 hours, and it's not in my contract for ESPN to get any type of sleep. So, not right now.
This is Stephen A. so serious with it. Max, let me ask you. So with the good, obviously, comes the bad.
Yeah.
What's the bad from week 1?
My New York Football Giants, look, yesterday I said Saquon's the only talented guy. Evan Ingram deserves props. Like, he is very, very, very good. Saquon is generationally talented, and they've made certain improvements to the offensive line. They still don't have a quarterback. We don't know if Daniel Jones can be a quarterback. He looked okay, but he coughs up the ball right away. That could be a fatal flaw if that doesn't get, it's correctable, but it could be fatal if in terms of his career. And so the Giants are a big question mark going forward, and we're awful week 1.
For me, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Look, for it to get any worse would just be terrible. Obviously, you lose Nick Foles to a shoulder, and now your defense, who's supposed to be the catalyst for this football team, and I understand that they were playing the Chiefs, gives up these amount of points and lets them go absolutely off. It could get no worse, and they're bad right now.
For me, it was the Atlanta Falcons. You lose to Minnesota, get obliterated, actually. You've got Julio Jones, just got $66 million. You got Mohamed Sanu. You got Calvin Ridley. You got Matt Ryan as your quarterback. Devontae Freeman is back, and you only got 12 points. Pathetic.
No.
All right, in one phrase, what was the ugly? Max, you're up first. We got like a few seconds.
Antonio Brown, that whole situation, Stephen A., you did a very good job detailing what disgusted you about it yesterday. Even if he was crazy like a fox and got what he wanted, what a terrible way to get it. A-B situation was
Marcus?
ugly.
Deshaun Watson still getting killed standing in the pocket.
Yeah,
six
sacks.
times, and half of his dropbacks, he was hit, pressured, or sacked.
Wow, that man got hit 6 times, 6 sacks? Oh, yeah, the offensive line, we're going to have some problems during practice on Monday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday whenever they show up. We're definitely going to be playing some games. To let your man get hit 6 times, sacked 6 times? Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have some problems with the offensive line, especially during films. That's out of control. I mean, that's out of control to have your quarterback get hit 6 times. We need to show them what happens when the quarterback gets beat up. He's going to wind up like Andrew Luck. I mean, that just doesn't make sense right there. 6 times, that's out of control. It's time to make some changes. I mean, that's out of control. So let's continue.
That's hard.